Lanjut PUBG. Yoi. Ada burung. Nyeng, 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 nyeng. Salah masuk. Bentar, mana nih? Minuta kah? Lipova kah? Very bergelar kan? Salah pencet. Kita lihat berapa orang. Oh, nice. Walah, kena pohon pula. Alhamdulillah langsung dapat vector. Ini udah, ini belum. Kali 6. Gas. Oh, bugi. Sambut bugi, guys. kali 6 lagi. Nyetrum nggak? Oh nggak nyetrum. Jangan diambil orang. Sama. Nah. Alah, mak laut pula tuh. Loh? Oh ini disconnect ini. Enggak deh. Bot. Semua itu hidup tahu. Gua nak kampret. Ciluk bah. Nah, aku biarin. Alah, kena pula lagi helmnya. Ya Allah. Mobil rusak kah? Ah, tai, mobil rusak. Aduh, saya kira diambil AWM atau apa gitu ya. Ada bugi memang. Uh, kabut lagi ya. Mana sih? Walah, itu dia. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ih. Aduh, ada ini lagi ya. Dah, damai. Ada aja memang. Broza. Walah. Itu AWM itu. Itu AWM. Dan saya mau. Goblok gak kena-kena. Asem. Mampun. Alah, miss. Niat banget guys. AWM lagi kan. Ya Allahu Akbar. Iya, pelor-pelor dulu guys. Alah, miss. chicken nih. Udah. Papa juga sudah chicken. Oh, mak, papa kira mati tadi rupanya. Aduh, pelor. Aduh.
Ya Beb ya?
Iya.
Doain insya Allah mudah rezeki Popon. Nanti di ruang tamu ada AC, di dapur ada AC. Di kamar mandi boleh nggak masak? Nanti baju rumah.
Mau masak mie dong?
Mau nih?
Ini baru beli tadi.
Oh oke.
Tapi dibuat ini goreng enak.
Goreng. Ini maksudnya nih digoreng lagi, ditumis pakai ini ya? Pakai bawang buangan.
Ya itulah. Ada yang digunakan. Oh, skemmer. Wah, berat tapi pakai Victor berat, guys.
Space underneath the mainboard, it should certainly be enough for just convection underneath the backplate for cooling, but you could do it in theory if you wanted to. MSI, where's the tuning controller module? These features are all I have on here. The display, the ambition display in an external function. I also added this metal bar on top. It's hiding the EPS connectors and some of the other cables underneath. I only placed it loose right now to show how it would look like, because it is connected with the screws you would normally use inside your case. So I cannot really fix this right now, but this is how it would look and how it would hide some of the cables. I think that's a cool thing to have. I made good progress with my testing. The CPU is now running at 5.1 GHz. It passed XTU stress test for about almost always going back, but the temperature is the temperature of the device, because there's no way I have 33 degrees in my room right now, but this also feels very warm. Also, I'm not sure why whenever I open the MSI Center, the controls on the basic controls are gone. And there's only this right here, which is a countdown timer. I'm not sure why I have to have a countdown timer. It would make much more sense if it would just be a normal clock. If I go over to advanced, let's go to the controls. I'm not sure if this is doing CPU ratio or CPU B clock. We will find out. Good thing is, if I enter this menu, at least it's not going back to the monitor function. Let's check what this is actually doing. Ah, okay. As you can see, it is changing the B clock.
Alberlik, saudara-saudara.
Back down to €1,000. And I think for this price you can expect perfection. Like everything has to work out perfectly. I'm looking at this product from a standpoint that I'm a potential buyer, which I am, because the MSI Center crashed in the background. You could select yourself the cycle time, if it's cycling or not, if you want to display several temperatures at the same time. This has to be put in. As I said before, the LCD itself should also be improved for the next generation in regard that it's using multiple.
Level 1.
These like pressure touchscreens are not up to date anymore. It would be so much nicer if it would be a different type of touchscreen, which is easier to touch, and maybe also a glass surface. Would be much nicer, it would be much more scratch resistant. And also the way you use the touchscreen, I'm not even sure if a touchscreen makes even sense on this. If you take this out and put it on your desk, then a desk stand is missing. I'm not sure how you would present this on your desk, but some kind of stand would be nice to have it organized on your desk. And if you use it externally, it's missing on the board. Like, you can clearly see that something on the board is missing. So you would have to have, I don't know, like a glass shield to put on there, something to replace the LCD to make it look nice while still having this outside of the case. If you use it inside, and that's what I think MSI has to think about, for me personally, I would say it would be better to have only like high quality LCD with like a glass front without touch. Simply because I cannot see people standing in front of their PC and constantly like touching inside their case. It's something you might do on the first day and then you will probably never do it again. So I think it would be better to just have full software control, have nice software control with more functionality instead of having touch screen. Because right now to me it feels like this is a €2,000 prototype. A lot of the functionality on the LCD is not working for me. I'm not sure why this is the case. I'm just using it the way I would use it, and you could see that some of the functions, I don't even know, like the countdown timer, they don't make sense. You could place a clock there, and then also the overclockability or the overclocking function, why is B clock there and not like CPU ratio, or maybe both. But having B clock is something, nobody will use this, nobody will use the B clock function. That's why I'm not sure why it's there. Looking at this from a technical standpoint, it is a great board. I didn't have the time to like unscrew everything around the socket, to remove the heat pipes and everything. But we have a 20 plus something phase, 100 amp power stage design, which is more than what you would ever ask for. This is more than what you would ask for extreme overclocking even. And you could see with the temperature, the CPU is drawing 260 watts and it's still only at 75 degrees Celsius while it's used passively. So if you would mount this inside your case, if you can mount it inside your case, because it's also a massive size, which also is probably a downside. I'm not sure how many cases will support this, but that is going to be tough. But the temperature and everything, like technically the BIOS options, the overclockability, everything in this regard is perfect. Doesn't need any kind of adjustments, but they have to fix the MSI software and like the LCD related things. One more thing I want to point out is the fact that it's shipped with an AIO. That is something I cannot approve, simply because if you would pair this with your 12900K and maybe in the future with the 12900KS, if this ever makes it to the market, you could already see that my custom OC is instantly thermal throttling, like even if you run R20 for example. Because an AIO for a 12900K, like manually overclocked, is often not sufficient. That's why I think it would have been much nicer and better if MSI decided to make a custom water cooling block. and maybe add just the LCD screen on top. Just have a random custom water cooling block. You can loop inside your custom water cooling system and have a nice like MSI LCD screen on top. That would have been the much better option than bundling an AIO. Because for 1200K an AIO is okay just for gaming purposes, but if you're running this, I mean, if you're spending 2,000 euro, then you're most likely also getting maybe a bin 1200K. You probably want to manually overclock your CPU, and then the AIO is simply not sufficient. But with this design, it would be nice to have also like a custom water cooling block with an LCD on there. Alright, so enough complaining from my side. I hope you still enjoyed this first look on the C690 Godlike. Very impressive board. And if I would have like an innovation award on my channel, I would definitely give this to this board. Even though there are some features missing, some adjustments to be made on the software, just innovation-wise, this is standing out from the competition right now. And that is something I absolutely love. If people are going a step further and not just copy the competition, and that is what MSI did. They went one step further. They just need to adjust some things for the future, but the direction is nice. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Halo teman-teman, kembali lagi di channel Lars. Kali ini kita ada project karena beberapa waktu yang lalu kita membahas mengenai laptop merah putih, dan kebetulan ada yang berkomentar, Kang, kalau kita punya budget 10 juta, kita membuat komputer untuk pelajar, kita bisa dapat apa? Kali ini saya dan Michael akan mencoba menjawab dengan uang 10 jutaan, kamu kira-kira bisa mendapatkan apa? Mari kita lihat tanpa basa-basi lebih lanjut lagi, kita akan mencoba membuild PC 10 jutaan ini untuk pelajar bisa dapat apa? Kalian bisa lihat di sini ya, semua yang kita butuhkan ada di sini semua. Casing kita pakai Core, motherboard GB B450, power supply pakai punyanya Core yang 500 watt. VGA kebetulan kali ini kita menggunakan GeForce GTX 1650 Super dari Sotak. Untuk prosesor kita menggunakan Ryzen 3 3100 seperti ini. Kenapa kok Ryzen 3 3100? Karena budgetingnya di angka 10 juta. Memori kita menggunakan memori single channel dari tim Elite Plus 83 yang 2400. Oke, cooling kita menggunakan cooling standarnya AMD bawaannya. Oke, tanpa basa-basi lebih lanjut lagi, mari kita build kali ini. Kalian pasti sudah bosan toh kalau build custom water cooling kan semua sama Koindra semua. Kali ini kita membuat PC yang rakyat jelata. Kalau PC rakyat jelata kalian jangan bingung. Kita tidak memperhatikan estetika sampai detail rapi sekali. Jadi kira-kira kalau kamu mengikuti panduan merakit saya, kira-kira kamu bisa menggunakan panduan ini untuk di rumah. Oke, mari kita lanjut, kita bongkar. Oke, kita mulai dengan casingnya dulu. Kita menggunakan Core C450M. Kita langsung buka. Nah, kalian jangan kaget. Saya kalau ngerakit memang tidak halus dan sabar Koindra ya. Agak barbar saya kalau ngerakit. Nah, itu kalian pasti bertanya-tanya, kenapa kok kalau megang casing saya selalu di tok dulu ini loh. Karena casing itu selalu ada listrik statisnya biasanya, dan listrik statis itu kalau kena ke kita ya lumayan mengagetkan rasanya. Jadi untuk menghindari refleks yang tidak diinginkan ya pada baiknya kita mengetes dulu supaya ada jeda satu ruas tangan ini untuk kabel manajemen. SSD ternyata kita bisa pakai 3 ternyata, karena di belakang ada satu bracket lagi tambahan. Untuk hard drive kita bisa pakai 1 di bawah sini. Oke, casing lihat ini kecil. Konektor nantinya ada di samping, jadi nggak di atas kayak biasanya, tapi di samping. Nah, seperti ini. Untuk outputnya dia ada di split. Jadi bijaksananya kalau kamu pakai power supply modular, kabelnya dipasang dulu di luar. daripada nanti kamu sudah pasang.
Kisah klasik itu tak lekang oleh waktu. Kita hanya perlu cara baru untuk menceritakannya. Tarung BHS sudah ada sejak tahun 1950.
Di sini kamu baru masukkan ini, tambah susah nanti. Ya, bisa dikasih nanti namanya baca kayak gitu. Dan semuanya adalah baut motherboard ke dalam chassis. Patik sini. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ini bisa masuk semua. Yang di sini yang di bawah paling bawah ini nanti bisa sini kelihatan ya. Yang paling bawah ini nggak ada risernya ini, mana? Ada alat. Jadi untuk alat ini karena kita butuh untuk mengencangkan motherboard stand off ini di casing ini dengan benar kencang juga. Dan kalau kita butuh 12 cm, biasanya fan casing yang di sini yang 12 cm ini saya lepas. Karena fan 12 cm ini biasanya akan mengganggu kamu untuk masang-masang kabel-kabel, merapikan kabel-kabelnya. Bawah, kamu yang kamu gunakan PSU slotnya ini dia tidak lubang-lubang kayak gini, itu nggak bisa. Jadi kamu harus ngadep bawah, tapi kamu ke bawah. Nah ini yang tadi saya bilang, kalian dapat ring merah ada banyak ini salah satu fungsinya. Saya kalau pasang itu biasanya saya lapisi ring merah ini. Fungsinya apa? Supaya dia kalau dikencangkan di sini, di badannya casing ini, catnya nggak ngelupas kalau ada pelindungnya ini. Nah ini kalian bisa lihat porsabelnya sudah terpasang. Nah kenapa kok saya bilang ke kalian tadi kalau kabel modular lebih enak dipasang dulu, karena kalian bisa lihat kalau ini sudah kepasang kayak gini, kalian mau menjangkau konektor yang paling dalam ini susah. Tangan masuk aja sudah susah, apalagi kalau kamu mau mengencangkan konektor ini masuk ke dalamnya. Itu sebabnya kalau modular dengan PSU slot seperti ini, kamu pasang dulu kabel modularnya. Oke, untuk mainboard saya pasang semua baut-bautnya. Ini tinggal pasang fan casingnya ini. Kebetulan ini tadi kan saya bilang harus dipindah ya, tapi ternyata kebetulan di sini ada konektor fan-nya dekat sekali dengan fan-nya, jadi saya nggak ngerubah dan arahnya juga sudah pas. Kita tinggal pasang. Karena ini slotnya habis ya. Kalau kita pakai penting awal kita harus tahu pegang pakai berapa slot, letaknya di mana. Itu lebih baik kita lepas ini waktu sebelum motherboard kepasang. Tapi ini saya sudah ngecek kalau APCO ini oke, karena dia nggak nyentuh motherboardnya sama sekali. Ini kalau kita nggak sadar gerus PCB motherboardnya ya udah rusak, motherboard nggak jalan. Ada kemungkinan dia nggak bisa jalan. Nah jadi tampaknya kan seperti ini kalau sudah dipasang semua kabelnya. Jadi kita masang dulu kabel-kabel yang mempermudah kerjanya kita. Jadi kita masang kabel dulu baru masang VGA. Karena kalau kamu pasang VGA dulu, kayak tadi, nah kamu pasang begini kan?
Apa ya?
Nah, kalau kamu
Taruh ya itu juga. Mana? Kasih. Ya, itu dia.